Hello, Earth and Space Science students. This is our last instructional video for Unit 3, Week 5. This is about your assessment. And really, what I'm going to try and tell you is just kind of some things to make sure you know before you start your test. So if you're watching this, good job. Hopefully this will help. So out of some of I'm just kind of thinking about the big ideas that are on your test. One of them, as I kind of talked about in the instructional video up above, is the idea of what is a convection current and how does that cause essentially those plates to move, that's the theory of plate tectonics. So how does convection currents cause plates to move, and how does it help cycle the matter that is the crust, so that we always have that one layer, but as things expand, things are destroyed, that kind of thing. I talked about it in the video above, so if you're like, what is he talking about? Watch that. So convection currents, big idea. Another one has to do with the age of the ocean versus the age of the continental crust. So oceanic crust versus continental crust. And there was a map on the other assignment I said I was going to replace, and then I just deleted it. So just know, because on the test you're going to see this picture, and I'll kind of show it to you in the directions too. Oceanic crust is really young compared to continental crust. You would have seen that in that map on the assignment. And you just have to think about why that is. And it really just has to do with how those different types of crust interact. We've talked about it already, so I'm not going to kind of give you the answer right now, but just really know what is the difference between continental and oceanic crust, and how do they interact when they run into each other. And that's about all I can do for that. That's a big idea. And the rest is just kind of like, there's not like big ideas, but just a lot of different factual information that kind of goes from your vocab. There's information from a lot of the different plate boundaries and kind of what they do and what they create, things like that. Things that I know we've talked about a whole bunch, but I just wanted the really two big ones that are like a little worrisome, or just what I talked about: convection currents and the different ages of continental versus oceanic crust. I'll tell you kind of how to do the test down here, and I'll show you some of the images that you'll see just so it can help kind of explain them, because obviously you won't be with a teacher to ask those questions. So good luck, and just make sure you get that in your study guide done this week. Fingers crossed. Goodbye.